21st, 2015, the day that Marty McFly and Doc Brown traveled to in the movie Back to the Future has come and gone, but I am not ready to stop talking about it yet, so we're going to include it in this week's football block. Seating beside me are Jared Kimble and Rajat Agarwal, who are going to predict a player from 4 different positions who will be one of the best players in the NFL in 5 years. So let's start with the passer here, the quarterback. Jared, I'm going to throw it to you first.
I know you're going to hate this one. It's going to be Blake Bortles. I know last year he had 17 interceptions. His pass completion was not that great. It was 28th in the league.
No one's going anywhere in Jacksonville. Don't you agree with that?
I don't think anyone's going.
He got sacked 55 times last year, but his offensive line is better, and I think it's the big reason why he was throwing so many interceptions. He's got a better offensive line, and now his turnovers are down.
They're 2-5. They've beaten the Dolphins and the Bills. I don't know where he's going. If he gets out of Jacksonville, then maybe he'll go somewhere. I'm going with Ryan Mallett. All right, he's missed a couple of plane flights. He's missed a couple of plane flights. You know, he's had his off-field issues, but his physical abilities are unreal. The Patriots drafted him third round of the 2011 draft. If he can just get it together off the field and translate it on the field, his physical abilities are like Peyton Manning.
All right, here. I don't know about either of those, which is why I went with David Carr of the Oakland Raiders. He's got Amari Cooper there, so it can only be going up.
That's pretty good.
All right, so let's go to the guy that's going to be getting some of those carries, the running back. Rajat, I'm going to start with you.
I'll have to go with Melvin Gordon right now, San Diego. It's a good system right there. He's getting the bulk of the carries. Danny Woodhead is stealing some away, but when you get that many carries early on, I think that gives you good experience. He's taking those hits. He's getting ready to take off.
Rajat, he's fumbled the most times in the NFL, and they won't even let him run when they're in goal line situations. Danny Woodhead's a smaller back, and they're not even giving it to Melvin Gordon.
He's averaging around 15 carries a game, so he's getting the touches. He's going to get there in 5 years, like you said.
What's yours?
I'm going to go Davante Booker. If you haven't heard of this guy, he's a running back out of Utah. He's going to go to the draft this year, and I think he's a great player. He's honestly the best running back in the Pac-12 right now. He's got a great difference between bursting with his speed and with his power. He can switch up, and he can catch out of the
back. He's out of Utah, that's all I got to say.
I think there's two risky picks here, so I'm going to go with the proven guy, Todd Gurley, on this one. Now going to the guy who's going to be catching a lot of passes, the wide receiver. Jared, let's start with you.
I was really disappointed that this guy got hurt at the beginning of the season. Davante Adams out of Green Bay. He's a great wide receiver, great build, great length. He can catch pretty much everything. He's one of those guys where you just put the ball up to him. He's going to catch it. Eventually, Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb are going to move on. They're getting older. James Jones is going to retire, so I think he's
But if Aaron Rodgers moves on, then he's stuck there.
He's not going to
I'm going with Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper has had an insane September. He had 2 over 100-yard games.
That wouldn't be shocking,
He is taking off. That wouldn't be shocking. He's still a rookie this year. I mean, he is going to do great things. In Oakland, he's doing that. Imagine if he gets traded to a better team. He's really going to do it.
I like the Amari Cooper pick. I went with another guy who's performed pretty well so far, in Jarvis Landry from the Miami Dolphins. Now, moving across to the other side of the ball, defensive player. So, Rajat, let's start with you.
I'm going to go with Vic Beasley. It's still early to predict, I think. On defense, it's hard because the stats aren't there. He does have 17 tackles, 2 sacks on the road, which is good to see that he's getting production on the road. I think he's going to be good for the Falcons, a defense that's in the top half of the NFL this year.
I agree. I loved that pick by the Falcons during the draft. I'm going to go with another rookie, and that's Ronald Darby. He's a cornerback for the Buffalo Bills. He's a great player. He's only a rookie, and he's top 3 in Pro Football Focus right now. He's great at coverage, but he can also play pass defense as well. And he's shutting down great guys. He played T.Y. Hilton, Edelman, Jarvis Landry. He kept OBJ to 38 yards. And he shut down Kendall Wright as well, who's very underrated as well. So he's a great player.
And they're both on great defenses. The guy that I went with is on a pretty bad defense, Landon Collins from the New York Giants. But he could be a shining star in that secondary
He's got the talent
in the future. Great Scott. That was fun. Up next, Ben goes to the ice with our hockey experts.